The CW's decision to cancel several series for various reasons will eventually bring an end to the Arrowverse, thus ending the DC TV world. When Stephen Amell made his acting debut as Oliver Queen in the 2012 film Arrow, the Arrowverse was born. Grant Gustin made his television debut on Arrow Season 2 as Barry Allen for a 2-episode storyline. The role would subsequently lead to the actor starring in his own spin-off series, The Flash. Following that, the Arrowverse grew rapidly as a number of new shows were added to the universe and produced yearly crossover events that rivaled the success of DC's film franchise. The Arrowverse gradually lost its appeal as the long episode orders, around 20 each season, presented increasing plot challenges. Additionally, the Arrowverse as a whole would begin to struggle with its visual effects, which was extremely detrimental to the universe's reputation. The Arrowverse would never be the same when Arrow ended with Season 8 in 2020. The final Arrowverse-wide crossover, Crisis on Infinite Earths, was followed by a wave of show cancellations. So here are the shows and the reasons why they were cancelled. Number 1. Supergirl. Supergirl made its debut in 2015 and aired its first season on CBS before switching to the CW to join the other Arrowverse series. While airing on CBS, the show maintained very strong ratings, with an average of roughly 10 million viewers during its first season, according to Deadline. The numbers fell as the network moved to the more intimate CW, but they continued to hold at a solid 3 million viewers. The 6th season of Supergirl would be its last, as it had the lowest viewership of its whole tenure. Less than 500,000 people tuned in live to watch Supergirl's series finale Kara, which is a long cry from the show's prime. Supergirl's finale was anticipated by those working on the production, thus it did not come as a surprise like the finales of some of the other Arrowverse series. As a result, when Supergirl's 6th season finale was announced, it was made clear that the show's producers, studio, network, and actress Melissa Benoist had all mutually agreed to stop the series. The Supergirl crew was able to create a whole 20-episode farewell season for the hero since they were aware of the show's impending cancellation in advance. Number 2. The Flash. The 9th season of The Flash, which stars Grant Gustin as Barry Allen and is the last remaining show in the DC TV world, signals the conclusion of the Arrowverse. Superman and Lois, which was initially intended to be a part of the Arrowverse, has subsequently been retconned to take place on a separate Earth, and this year, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn said that the show will continue for a few more seasons. Season 8 of The Flash was not always intended to be the series' final installment. In fact, numerous cast members, including stars like Danielle Panabaker, made comments about this during its airing. The Arrowverse and The Flash as a whole were then properly wrapped up by allowing the show to run for a truncated 13-episode final season. The Flash was the third most viewed scripted series on the CW in the 2022-2023 TV season, despite the fact that it was largely believed to be losing steam in the storytelling area in recent years. The Flash Season 10 was planned, indicating that the show's creators thought it would continue after Season 8 saved it from cancellation. However, Season 9 will be the final one of the Arrowverse's longest-running show, The Flash. Number 3. Black Lightning. In 2018, the Cress Williams-led Black Lightning are off to a strong start. Over the course of its first season, Black Lightning averaged 2.73 million viewers. The Arrowverse series lost viewers in succeeding seasons as a result of the show's inability to hold onto its fanbase. For most of its existence, Black Lightning was a standalone series in the Arrowverse, which probably contributed to the lack of viewer engagement compared to most previous Arrowverse installments. A few days after the CW announced that a Painkiller spin-off series was in the works, Black Lightning was ultimately cancelled before the premiere of Season 4. In the end, the spin-off was scrapped. Number 4. Batwoman. Batwoman's early cancellation, in contrast to the other Arrowverse shows, has been anticipated for some time. From the beginning, the show struggled behind the scenes. After Kate Kane actress Ruby Rose left the project, the primary character had to change. Although Dougray Scott's exit from the show was initially thought to have been of his own free will, Rose later took to social media to criticize the show's producers as well as Scott's co-star, alleging that the set was an unsafe place to work and that Scott was abusive to women. The fact that Rose had been let go by Batwoman was subsequently made public. The Batwoman crew then made the decision to entirely revamp the show. Instead of hiring Kate Kane again, Ryan Wilder, who was originally created for the series, took on the role of Batwoman. For 2 seasons, Javicia Leslie would portray Wilder in the television series as Batwoman. The cancellation of Batwoman, which was revealed a month after Season 3 ended and didn't give the show a suitable finale, nonetheless came as a surprise despite the fact that the show was never really a prominent player at the CW. Number 5. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. The sitcom had already finished broadcasting what would be its last season when it was cancelled on the same day as Batwoman in April 2022. As the fifth most watched scripted series on the CW at the time of its cancellation, DC's Legends of Tomorrow not only had higher viewership than Batwoman, but also deeper ties to the larger Arrowverse, as many of the time-traveling team's members debuted in other Arrowverse shows. After Warner Bros. Discovery merged, it was eventually revealed that the cancellation of DC's Legends of Tomorrow was a result of a cost-cutting measure. The CW's parent company, Warner Bros. Discovery, reportedly refused to pay the leases on the studio space for both series, which were set to expire on May 1, 2022. As a result, both Arrowverse series as well as fellow DC show Naomi were cancelled on April 29. The CW CEO Mark Pedowitz had initially hoped to see both Batwoman and DC's Legends of Tomorrow return for new seasons. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.